greetings and salutations, everybody. Welcome to Spooky Sessions Episode 3, coming to you from right here on my YouTube channel. I, of course, am your host, Roberto Boteo, and it's such an honor and privilege to have you, as it is every day, to join us as we talk about spooky stuff, the occult, any kind of paranormal activity, I should say. If you haven't seen Spooky Sessions, basically, I'm going to run it down for you. This is a session where I find some of my favorite YouTube channels who talk about the occult, who show some footage, and kind of, spread their content around because it's very, very interesting. And today we have more footage from one of my favorite channels called Nuke Top 5. If you have not heard about them, go over to their site. It's called Nuke's Top 5. Drop a like and subscribe to them. And if you haven't done so already, drop a like and subscribe for this channel. It helps me tremendously. I'm just doing this as a little bit of a hobby. I like to do movie reviews, which I'm still trying to get around to do. I like looking at spooky ghost footage, which we're also about to do here. So again, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, be sure to do that. So, with that out of the way, let's get into the spooky video, shall we?
Now you see it. So this might be one of the stranger clips anyone has ever sent me. Two guys claim that they are standing outside their house when one of them sees what he describes as a, quote, transparent man walk by. Now, the story alone might sound ridiculous, but when they run inside to check the security camera, there is actual video proof.
That's a f***ing trap.
Oh, they got people standing outside. Well,
Man, I just smoked my I'm good.
Let's just not hear that.
I need some Scooby snacks.
That's awesome.
It's watching. Wow, that's just a trip, dude.
Oh, wow.
You can barely.
You didn't notice nothing when you're out there?
See, whenever you have footage where you see shadow people or you see some kind of silhouettes moving around, it's kind of hard to put some kind of credit into it because it's just the silhouette. Whereas here, you have people outside in front of the silhouette moving and they don't see or react to it at all. So to me, that gives this a little bit more credibility.
Keep going, keep it going, keep it going. Goes out to the street. Keep it going.
You can see one of the guys actually watch the figure pass, while the one closest to it is completely unaware. Now, I know that video compression artifacts can sometimes cause this type of thing, but note that the transparent figure is almost the same distance away as this guy, who is perfectly clear. But let me know what you think down in the comments. A turn for the worse. Reddit user Stalker the Zone says that he works as a hospital security guard. Late one night, while doing his rounds, he noticed a wheelchair on one side of the hallway.
Hospitals are hotspots.
When he returned for his next round, he noticed that the wheelchair was on the other side, even though no one had been in that area of the building. He started filming and captured this.
Yeah, hospitals are hotspots. You have, unfortunately, all that death that occurs daily. So I'm not surprised that there's any kind of paranormal activity around here.
Come on. See, I no.
Yeah, I'd bolt out of there
After he
too.
noped his way out of there, he says that he didn't return until his next shift. And by then, the wheel...
Neither would I. But another thing I want to point out real quick, sorry for constantly stopping, is the light over here is really good. So if there was any kind of wire or string or rope over here attached to one of these little leg hinges, you would definitely see it, and at least its shadow. So again,
chair had been put away.
See, I no.
He says that he hasn't had any other scary encounters since this incident. The House of Khalil. I featured Jordanian explorer Ihab Kasmia in another video, and for good reason. He has some of the creepiest ghost hunting videos online.
I've seen a lot.
In this video, he is investigating a place he calls the House of Khalil.
Dude's
As
got
the
a
story
spine made of
goes, a
metal.
man named Khalil went insane and did away with his entire family in this house before ending his own life. It is said that Khalil's spirit still haunts the home. As he explores, Ahab begins to hear strange noises. And then this.
This looks like a person.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق يا كل شيء
Ahab sees something that looks like a person peering through the window, but when he runs inside to check, nothing. But the creepy occurrences don't stop there.
وان بهاي المواقف بتكون الشغلة يا قاتل يا مقتول. طبعا أعوذ بك
يا قاتل يا مقتول أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طلعوا بسم الله يي بسم الله
Ahab doesn't even seem to notice some of the bizarre events that he catches on camera.
بسم الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق
Oh. Flashing.
جن
The gin.
والله عارف إنك جن
Now-
وحياة الله
At one point,
It's a little hard to really determine because he is alone and some of this stuff is happening and he doesn't kind of follow through on to go to the other side. However, it is really, really, really quiet in there. You can hear his feet tap and shuffle just a little bit. So if there was someone trying to bolt out of there after doing their, cue, you would hear their footsteps. It's very quiet in that building. So I'm anxious to see what else happens.
it actually looks like a face is peering at him through a nearby window.
بسم الله تعال بسم الله
Okay.
الرحمن الرحيم
Okay.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إذا جن تعال لا شو تعال قشعر بدني وحياة
Ahab decides to leave and investigate another abandoned house that is directly upstairs from the first one.
Another one?
But he feels like the ghost or jinn of Khalil might have followed him. As he investigates the house, he begins to feel like he can see something
I heard moaning.
lurking behind him in the mirrors.
I thought I saw a shadow, but it could have just been his head.
مش عارف شوفوا زي ما أنا شفت.
Or his shadow head.
لسه
The hell did that
مستحيل
come
جوا
from?
صابني وجع راس. صابني وجع راس كبير. هيا خلينا نحكي شوي مع الجن.
بسم الله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Holy shit. Okay, that was pretty good. Don't try it again, motherfucker. Don't. Sorry for my
بسم
cursing, but
الله
holy
الرحمن
crap, man.
الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Oh my god, no. I wouldn't try to recreate that at all.
And after that chilling experience, Ahab
Okay, that's
decides to just make a quick exit.
a little bit harder to explain.
بسم الله
Dude, giving this man the weird stare.
So did Ahab Kasmia see the ghost or a jinn?
Look at that crap. Dude's freaking wide-eyed, and it kind of looks like his eyes to the side. That's insane. That's creepy as fuck. Sorry.
The house's former tenant,
That's
Khalil?
insane.
Or was it just an elaborate hoax?
Dude, I'd have gotten out of there
You
as soon as I
decide.
saw that. Oh,
Free spirit.
that was a pretty good one.
This next clip is a
was a
bizarre
pretty good
video that's been floating around the internet for a while. Uploaders claim that this video shows a possessed man at the moment a spirit leaves his body for a new home.
Hold on, before this one continues to play, when he said possessed body, if you go out and you ghost hunt or anything of that nature, be careful. Cleanse yourself afterwards, because I have heard stories, and I can't say for myself, but I've heard that these spirits can attach themselves to you, and you can bring it home, and it will start to mess with you at your house and move stuff. So if you're gonna be ghost hunting of any sorts, be careful, please. Holy crap. See what I mean?
Now, there are very few details or even an identifiable source for this video, but it's definitely creepy. However, is it real or fake?
It's hard to tell.
Well, that's up to you. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Popular Dutch rapper Lange Frans claims that he has no fear of ghosts or the paranormal. So the Dutch TV program Phobiac decides to let him prove that by sending him into two of the most haunted places in Edinburgh, Scotland. The first location is a very bizarre, allegedly haunted house.
Well, this is the 17th century house down here. This is probably one of the most famous places down here. Obviously, because we do have that, well, in fact, the cement in the walls here, the plasterwork, was actually made from human cremation ash.
So this...
Everything you see here was human cremation ash. That's another reason why people do think it's so haunted down here, because there's literally up to, what, a couple of thousand people here in the walls of this house.
crap.
True to his word, Lange Frans isn't spooked. In fact, he seems to find it funny when the film crew claims to have some spooky encounters.
Wat is er aan de hand? Je voelde wat aan je voet.
Ik hoef het er niet op camera te
Wat zeg je?
Vette voetstappen hier nou.
Rot op.
Nou, serieus.
Je hoorde wel degelijk voetstappen.
Dat is echt geen grapje. Vanaf verder zou hier echt naartoe komen lopen.
Ja, nee, ik zweer het je.
Het is nu officieel. Iedereen begint er gewoon helemaal de pan uit te flippen hier al.
The group next visits the Greyfriars Graveyard, which is supposedly one of the most haunted places in Scotland, perhaps even the world.
This is the tomb that seems to be the most active. It's the most notorious. We call it the Black Mausoleum. Most of the attacks seem to take place right at the back of the tomb.
Lange Frans still says that he's seen nothing even remotely frightening.
Dude's all smiles.
In fact, he's now so cocky that he decides to sit in the haunted mausoleum all alone, leaving the film crew outside. When they return to check on him hours later, it seems his attitude might have changed.
Ik weet echt niet hoe lang ik nog ga blijven, want... Ja, ik ben al lang blij dat ik nu niet meer in mijn eentje ben.
What happened to that smile, man? There's a nervous smile, but it's not as cheery.
Het is zo, als je hier binnen bent, het is... Je voelt iets op je drukken, zeg maar. En je bent hier niet alleen. Oeh. Dit is mooi.
Kut man.
Ga
eens naar binnen voor dat kleine avontuur.
Echt? To be completely honest
Echt een
with
soort
you.
van een tikje zo op me. Godverdomme, het zal toch niet waar zijn? Denk ik, dat kan toch niet? Maar jij voelde het ook.
So one night in Edinburgh's most haunted graveyard made Lange Frans a believer.
Eén keer en nooit meer.
As all
Wow, that was pretty good. That was pretty good, especially that one video scene of seeing that ghost behind that guy's shoulder. Holy cow, was that some pretty good footage. This was a pretty good video on his site. But with that out of the way, that is going to do it for us, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Spooky Sessions. If you haven't done so already, be sure to like and subscribe on this channel. Go to Nuke's Top 5, just like and subscribe on his channel. I'm going to try and get a review done for the first 4 episodes of the Book of Boba Fett, and probably a review for Peacemaker as well. But then, like I said, that's going to do it for us here at Spooky Sessions. I'm going to try and make another video at least. I would try to make 1 video a week, if that sounds okay. But thank you for stopping by on Spooky Sessions, and until next time, guys, bye-bye.